Alrighty, guys, welcome to this week's swing trading live stream. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now, in today's live, we are going to be talking about by far the absolute best swing trading strategies, the best day trading strategies, the best trading strategies to make money consistently from the stock market. So, we're going to be showing you guys the strategies that I've used for the past 7 years. So, I hope you guys enjoy it. Smash that like button, subscribe, do what you guys do, and I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for today. For those of you that are new, we go live every single Friday at 1 p.m. EST. So make sure you guys stay tuned, set those alerts on your phone so you guys can join the live every week. And I hope you guys all enjoy this. And if you guys want to learn more about trading, check out our school. It's called the Swing Trading Masterclass. We have private live streams, quizzes, lectures, a group chat. But more importantly, we actually teach you to trade. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not alerts or anything like that. It's honest strategies that I've learned over the past 7 years. So click that link, sign up, and you guys can get 50% off by using code FIRST50. The first 50 people get that code. We're already down. I forget how many we have left. Only a couple of spots left for that code. So check it out down below. And I'll see you guys in there. And let's jump into this. All right. So what a day. Honestly, the past couple of days, guys, has been fantastic. We know that the past several weeks have been very, very volatile. We've been really focusing on day trading rather than swing trading, just because when it comes with swing trading, right, we're holding positions overnight. And so given that day trading, you can get in and out of a stock within the same trading day to reduce that risk if the strategy is there. So let's talk about here some stocks that we're holding and why. So we took a trade, or not trade. I mean, it's kind of a trade. It's more of like a taking advantage of an undervalued position, in my opinion. Okay, so we took, some trades on Meta here. And what I mean by trades is just buying as it sells off, kind of averaging down. The thought process I had behind this was very simple. Meta, great company, great fundamentals. The stock is sold off 34%. So yeah, we're gonna be picking up some shares of this. And obviously, we've been dollar cost averaging it. So as it started breaking down below that 90-day moving average line is where we started the average cost. So great, trade, or I don't know if it's kind of a trade, but it's more of like just taking advantage of sell-off. With Berkshire Hathaway, was definitely more of a trade here. Now, this one here, had that great upward trend on that daily, sold off down to that 90-day moving average line. We saw the hourly breakout here, great trend line. We sold about 80% of our stock on that breakdown of the trend. And yeah, it had that new breakout rate here at 513, rallied up to 530. But we're still holding a little bit of some shares. And the reason why is because we have a really good average price. We have a really good average cost for this. And so wanted to just continue to hold. Not that big of a deal. But I want to show you guys here some of our stocks that we are holding. Now, one of them, not holding, I mean, obviously we're holding all of these, but for trading purposes, you guys know like 90% of these stocks, why I'm holding them. But so SoFi, we day traded this stock, and then I held some for our long-term portfolio. So why? Very simple. As we go to a lower time frame here, like the daily here, now you guys can see the great upward trend, right? It's gone from $6 all the way up to highs at $18, sold off from $18 all the way down to near around $8.69, right? It formed this general downward trend, as you guys can see on the price right here. So it hit this trend line several times, establishing resistance once, twice, 3 times. Okay, moving that alert down, down, and down, and down. Stock popped up here, as you guys can see, which is that first alert. Now, some people will just take a trade based off it moving up, but I want some sort of confirmation here. So as we go to the lower time frame, you guys can see here that this thing popped up and started getting heavy support on these moving average lines. And as we go to an even lower time frame, like the 5-minute chart, we got in today on it's called a pre-market gap or pre-market breakout strategy. So you set a alert at the pre-market highs, and that is going to be your entry point, setting stops at about 1% down. So it popped up, made a little over, 2, or not 2%, but like 1.8 8%. Obviously, it's continuing to rally, but we didn't sell all of our shares. I want to hold this for a little bit just because if we can get a push up to $18 from a $12 stock here, that's a return of 43%. So got in and out with some shares for a day trade. Looking at what we did pretty much is look at the daily for the breakout, went to a lower time frame like the hourly, saw if there was any trend lines or anything forming, and there really wasn't, to be honest with you. I mean, maybe a little bit there, as you guys can see, a little trend there, but more or less went to the 5-minute chart, and this is kind of where we continue to look here. Stock sold, broke out, sold off. We got out on the pretty much the low of the previous price. How are you finding stocks in these markets conditions? I've been struggling recently. So great question. Honestly, what I've been doing is just going to Finvez, and we'll go ahead and do this real quick. So I've been going to Finvez, and honestly, I've been just going to my screener tab. Let's go to all, market cap. Honestly, you could go market cap over, like 2 billion. So like a mid cap, a little bit higher than that. You can go to where's performance right here? Performance. I've been looking for stocks that either in the past year are up or up 10%. We want some sort of little pattern here, like channel up. So now here, let's see what we got. Then here I've been just kind of honestly just messing around with this, but really a lot of the day trades I'm taking are going to be on more blue chip, well-established stocks. So, making sure that market cap's up. And for like the Tesla one, the Tesla day trade, the SoFi was honestly just coming across it on these. Just messing around with it. You guys can see Alibaba here. You can even change, just mess around. Honestly, I constantly just go through these, and I'll have like a lot of good presets. So I'll like go any performance up, and then in the past, week, we'll just go down. Okay. So some sort of undervalued-ish stock that's up 10%, but in the past week sold off a little bit. So now here we can see a stock. Let's see something like let's see if we can find one real quick. I didn't really look, but a lot of options. But I've been more using Finvez, to be honest with you, to find a lot of these. But with some of them is just like changing. What would the best way to explain this? Changing market cap, changing performance, adding in 200 moving average, see if stocks on it, stuff like that. That's what I've been doing, to be honest with you guys. But great question. So we took a day trade here today on Tesla. Tesla released their earnings the other day, and honestly, I think that right now the stock could be a little bit overvalued, to be honest with you. And the approach was very, very similar here. This one here has heavy support here, as you guys can see on this trend right here. Now, we were watching the stock sell off down to that 90-day moving average line, and this is kind of where I called it out. For those of you that were in the group, you saw me go, I don't even remember what I said. Let's see. Yeah, small trade on Tesla. So that was at about 10 o'clock. So that was about right here. Yeah. On that dip down, it hit that moving average line. Now, moving average lines have tendencies of acting as support and also resistance. As you guys can see here, we've seen heavy support on the 90 and the 50. So given that they were right by each other, there was that really nice trend line there. My thought was this: okay, we could enter here, keep our stop below that 200-day moving average line, which is only 1.4% down for a possible push. Obviously, target's going to be over like a 2-to-1, good return. Stock hit that, started rallying its way up, a little consolidation, a little cool down. And as we went to that 1-minute chart here, honestly, I was just really looking for a dip down, a slowdown, or some sort of exit point. So that was really important for me. And we kind of just sold because I felt like it was just too high. I know that might sound crazy, but when a stock is squeezing up here that I think could be a little overvalued, it's up 10% today, which is crazy. It's crazy. This stock, Tesla stock here, their earnings was not worth it being up 10%. But anyways, popped up, started getting some cool down and some consolidation here, and this is where we just kind of got out. Now, obviously, looking back, I regret not holding it, but it's hard to predict these moves on these volatile stocks. So good trade, good moves off this. I don't really regret anything. Maybe I should have held it longer or did what I did with SoFi and sold out, like 50% of my shares and watched the other 50 go up or down, but it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. So, all right. So holding wise right now, we're in Meta, Berkshire, Hathaway, VU, QQQ, V, Amazon, Google, Mags, and SoFi here. All great positions. And, opportunity wise, I know Tesla here, I should have done it because it had the breakout we looked for. APP, great breakout. We day traded this the other day. PODD, starting to actually look like a nice little breakout there, as you guys can see here. Robinhood, breakout. GFL is like the only stock here that sold off. We took a short on this on the trend, for those of you that remember. What is this one? EMO. Sold off like crazy, getting a beautiful trend line, what it looks like here. Yeah. Little nice trend line. Sold off a little bit down below it now, but yeah, good little trend going up. We got MAGX, which is the Magnificent 7 leveraged ETF that's moving and grooving. Very similar. It's like when we get buying pressure in the market, it almost seems like there's too many, at least in my opinion, like too much opportunity. And so it's hard to not be over leveraged with certain stocks. So that's why one reason I've been day trading more, getting in and out of positions. But yeah, man, Tesla, I'm just watching this thing right now. It's crazy. But yeah, so a lot of the strategies here that I was looking at in trading was very similar. Breakouts, the pre-market. Everybody asked me, they said, what is the SoFi approach? So, going to the daily, saw the breakout, went to a lower time frame, like the 5-10 minute chart here. Now, what you do is you set that alert at the pre-market high and you wait for the stock to push up above it. It's very simple. You set your stops relatively tight, and you continue to move your stop up and up and up as the stock continues to go up and up and up. So very simple approach. There's also a strategy called a gap and go, which is where you look for a stock that has gapped up pre-market or after hours, which is a good strategy. And for those of you that are watching, we are adding a full day trading segment in the course. And if you guys purchase it now, you've purchased our course now, you get grandfathered in with that course. Because once we add that, the course price is going to go up. So sign up now before I get that in. It's going to be in the next, obviously, couple of weeks because we still got to edit some of the videos and get a lot of the coursework done. But overall, guys, yeah, it's been a great past couple of days. I know we've kind of jumped around a lot in the live stream today, but a lot of it is just taking advantage. I've been dollar cost averaging NVIDIA and made back money I've lost this past month. Beautiful. Yeah. Dollar cost averaging. I'm telling you guys, I'm not sure if you did the 6% rule or when you started. I can't remember. I know you mentioned it to me, but the 6% rule with dollar cost averaging does work well as too. What you do is anytime the stock, so in this, the shorting course is coming. It's taking longer than anticipated. Just because what I'm having a little bit of some trouble with is the scanners for it. So they're a little different, and you would think, oh, you can just flip everything, but the issue is you want a stock that is extremely overvalued, but has shares available to short. So like when you go on, let me see. I'll show you kind of what I mean. Let's pull up Finvest so you can see. So, like a lot of you would go, okay, well, shorting simple, you can find a stock like this right here. What is this? SSII, right? It's up 105%. I'm almost positive, right? You could say in the next week, the stock's going to sell off at some point. There's no such thing as a stock that goes up forever. But the issue is there's no shares available to short. That's the problem. Your broker has to have those shares available to short. So how do you integrate that in a screener? So I've been messing around with it, trying to do it, but the last thing I want to do, to be honest, is put something out and then have it not work, right? So I'm gonna eventually get that done though. But yeah, it's a lot of good stuff coming. And trust me, I'm working on it. You guys have no idea how much I work. Most days I'll say I stay up till 2, 3 in the morning, just looking for plays. And I don't know. I think a lot of it too is just because I really enjoy it. I really enjoy what I do. So it doesn't seem like work for me. And then if I want to make a quick video, I can. I also want to start I started one in the past, but like a nice podcast or something like that. But yeah, I mean, a lot of good stuff coming, guys. A lot of good stuff coming. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I mean, what's the plan for next week? We'll have to see what happens over the weekend, right? If any new announcements on tariffs come out, volatile, right? High volatility. And that's why we took profit with SoFi, is because it's a more risky, volatile stock. It's already sold off 50%, in the past couple of months. So if any news comes out about it. But I also think with SoFi is a little different though, because they make a bunch of money. I was researching it last night. They make a bunch of money off refinancing. And I do think we'll see an increase in student loan refinancing because of, I can't remember the day, but one of these days, the student loans, you pretty much have to start paying them back. So we could see people wanting to take advantage of possibly lower rates. We could possibly see people, refinance with SoFi. So I think it could be a good pick for like a medium long-term play. So, but overall, guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. And don't forget, if you guys want to learn more about trading and investing, check out our school. It's called the Swing Trading Masterclass. It's fantastic. And like I said, we're going to be adding new things in it. Shorting course, yes. Day trading course, yes. All that stuff is going to get added to it. So check that out down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a great